is the TWC, and I am your host, Tawny Carey, and I got my husband in the other box, Jason Carey, and we are ready to rock this call today. We are so excited to be here with you. Welcome to the call. You know what? It's an honor. It's a privilege. It's a pleasure. Like, we have been working on this call all week, going, how can we help someone see just a little bit more success today? And I've got a crew here with me that is ready to rock and roll. And if this is your first time on the call, let me say welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you're like, I was the original OG, welcome to the call. I am glad you are here. I'm just telling you, I love the Alliance. I love what we do. And every single day, it gets better and better. And now the Alliance is partnered with Integrity. And you know what? I'm just fired up about this because we got a chance to meet the CEO of Integrity. And I'm just saying, what a partnership that we have together. And I hope that you get to see that. And there's just so much great stuff that's going on. So here's what I want to do. I want to kick it off with some leaderboards. I want to kick it off with some winning. I want to show you who's making some money, who's seeing success, because I hope that today it will inspire you to see some success of your own here in 2021. Like, I still feel like I'm saying 2020, but 2020 is gone. 2021 is here. Actually, January of 2021 is gone. I don't know about you, but like, I still sometimes write checks and I still have to remind myself that it is 2021. If you are like, I've never written a check, it's okay. But sometimes you got to write one. And I'm just like, no, January's gone. February is here. That means we are 1/12 of the way through the year. And I love this because every single day we get to wake up and say, today I've got a shot. Yesterday is behind us. January is behind us. 2020 is behind us. But today we've got a shot to do something about our lives that allow us to move forward, to see success, to see winning. And we've got this attitude. You'll see through our team. Our team's known as the Fanatics. We are crazy. We are insane about seeing success. We are insane about winning. And here's what we know. We've got this expectation that we will win. And I hope by the end of today that rubs off just a little. Like, you're like, ooh, let it rub off on me, that you will win in 2021. So let's get to some of our winners for the week, because this is so exciting. This is one of my favorite things that we get to do. So let's check this out. So in the top 3 life producers submitted, number 3 is Jeremy Patton. That's right, Jeremy Patton out of Texas. Buddy, you submitted $12,420 with 6 applications. That's what I'm talking about. 12 applications, 12,000 in 1 week. Some people will go their entire career and never submit 12,000. Some people will go an entire year and never submit 12,000. Some people will go an entire month. And here's what I know here at the Alliance. Here, Jeremy Patton wrote $12,420 in a week. Congratulations, Jeremy. That puts you number 3 for the submitted leaderboard. Love it, buddy. Number 2 on our submitted leaderboard is Douglas Becker. That's right, Doug Becker out of California. That's right. Okay, I can say that. West Coast crew. Doug Becker out of California. Doug wrote $15,689. That's right, Doug. I'm telling you, you a winner every year. I see your name on the leaderboards every year. You're qualifying for trips every year. You are winning. And here's what I know. You're kicking off 2021 saying, I'm going to continue to win. So congratulations, Doug. 6 applications for 15,689. Rachel, I love that. It was like a little golf clap. She was like, yeah. I love it. I love it. Next, number 1 on the submitted leaderboard is Thomas. I got to pull up Thomas Murphy. 5 applications for $18,000 in premium underneath. Brandon Manley is his leader. So congratulations, Thomas. You earned the number 1. We got a little guy here. It's our number 1. It's our foam finger. You earned the number 1 spot with $18,000. You're number 1, buddy, for the week. I love it. Congratulations. That's right. You number 1. You get a big phone. Someone asked me, like, how do you make your finger do that? It's a foam finger, everybody. It's a foam finger. So no, there's no special thing on there that I'm able to, like, manipulate my screen to make my finger look really big. I'm just telling you, it's a foam finger, and I got one because you number 1. And that's what I love. Like, here's what I know. We got teams of winners. We've got people that are winning, seeing success. We've got this expectation that we will win. And I was like, why not get number 1? We'll go to baseball games or football games, or I don't know, maybe you're not doing much of that right now, but we'll go to sporting events. Hey, there's a sporting event that's coming up. And I promise you, some people are going to have foam fingers at their house in front of their TV going, my team's number 1, my team's number 1. I'm just telling you, that's how I feel about you, Thomas. That's how I feel about you, Douglas. That's how I feel about you, Jeremy, is you number 1, buddy. And I got a foam finger to prove it. So congratulations for the week. Next on my list of leaderboards is top 12 life producers. So the first leaderboard that I read was submitted. That means what they submitted for the week. These peoples, that sounded really wrong. These group of winners, there we go. These winners, this is what got issued, meaning money, cash in the bank. This is what I got my money fan. That's right. It's my money fan. And you're like, seriously? Yep. It's my Ben. It's my $100 bills. And I think about it, and every day I'm like, whew, it's money. Can you smell it? It's money. This is what the weekly leaderboard, the issue paid. This is what they got paid on. So number 12, Stephen and Holly Davies, $4,785. Kelly and Jeff Turner Haney, $5,006. Chris Manifold, $5,066. Jerry and Cassie, $5,071. It's real tight between 9 and 12. But then we start moving up. Danny Johnson, $5,437. Joe and Tawny Walker, $5,800. Tad Peterson, $7,796. Dan and Diana, $8,300. Mark Hutchinson, $8,313. Megan Wood, $9,469. Look at this number. If you're looking at this, look how many applications. 21 applications. 21 life applications. 4 IUL applications. That's 25 applications in a week. Here's what it smells like, Megan. It smells like money. I'm just telling you, that's lots of families help. That's people going towards like seeing success. That's just not big policies. That's small policies. That's like $5 policies and $10 policies and $50 policies. But all those policies add up to families that you served and you helped. And when I look at that number, I said, Megan, that's something that you can be proud of. The number of families that you helped that week. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, whew, 25 families. You served 25 families. That's something. That's something. Like, I'm just sitting here and saying, that's something to be proud of. And here's what I know. She ain't done yet. I'm sure that she's going to have a week where she's going to help 30 or 40 or 50 families in a week. And that number just continues to grow because she's on a mission. So I love it, Megan Wood, $9,469 for the week. And then we got Marcus and Carla Richardson out of Colorado, $10,284 on 11 life applications and 3 IULs. I'm like, smoking. That's crazy when you look at that. $10,000. Like if you were a brand new agent just getting started and you wrote $10,000, had it issued, got paid on it, minimum, you would make $5,000, just minimum. I'm just like, if we had a 50%, it'd be $5,000, but we aren't at 50%. I'm just looking at that and I'm like, dude, $10,000. Marcus and Carla, just imagine what that will look you paying $10,000 a week, 52 weeks. That puts you on a $500,000 income run rate. Just imagine that, Marcus and like, I'm just like, it gives me chills when I'm like, we got another one. And then #1 issue paid producer is James. That's right, Bubba. That's what he's known for. Bubba out of Paul Roberts' organization there in Texas. He's known as Bubba. Bubba is #1. Oh, I gotta get my finger out because Bubba, you's #1, buddy. You #1 with $11,248 on 11 life apps, 2 IULs. And I'm gonna say the same thing to you. Do that every single week. That's a $500,000 income run rate. And like I say that, and some people are like, no, that's not true. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, Bubba, you got more in you. Not only do I believe that you can earn $500,000 this year, I believe based upon what you're doing that you can earn $750,000. And you're like, but wait, Tawny, I got more. That's right. You got more in you. And I believe, Bubba, we are just scratching the surface of all that you can do and the success that you will see. So congratulations, Bubba. Man, I'm so fired up. I'm so proud of you, man. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving down. I'm seeing it. Tia's like, hold tight, Tawny, keep going. Like, I'm known for, my team's laughing because I'm known for getting excited about seeing people win. And Tia's like, keep it moving, Tawny, keep it moving. So here's what I got. I got the top 5 annuity producers. So I got Chris Baldwin out of California, $24,000 on 1 annuity application. Woohoo! Congratulations, Chris Baldwin. I got David and Linda, $25,000 annuity. I got Kathy, $33,000 annuity. This is for the week. This is not like what's this is what they've done. Like, this is so crazy. Here's what I know: for every 10 homes you sit on, you're gonna find 4 to 5 annuities. And here's what I know: you're gonna find people that have money. And the question is, every single day, baby boomers are turning 65. Every single day, people are moving their money. And what I want to say to you is, why not you? Why not now? Why not you move 24,000 or 25,000 or 33, or like Joe and Tawny Walker on 2 applications, $66,955. Like, why not you? And then we got Sam. Okay, Sam, I apologize. I got to find your last name. I missed my leaderboard somewhere. But Sam, underneath Alex Avian, I promise you, Sam, you issued $100,000, $100,103. Here's what I know: that's money in the bank, buddy. That's money in your pocket. And I love that part, because what I know is the average commission, and I'm looking at each and every agent right now. Like, if you're like, is she talking to me? I'm talking to you. The average commission on an annuity is $2,500. And if you wrote one a week, when you write one a week, would that change? Man, you're like, I can't do one a week. Okay, can we start with one a month? I would put an extra $2,500 in your pocket. Would that change your life? Would that change your finance? Would that change your business? Would that change how you felt about your bank account? And I'm telling you, they're out there. They're looking for people. People are looking for places to put their money and keep it safe. They're looking just for you, a good person with a good heart that wants to serve people. They're looking for someone just like you. And you've got to seize that opportunity, because I believe there's opportunity out there. And Sam, you are number one for the week with over $100,000 worth of issue paid annuity production. Congratulations, buddy. Okay, so now we're moving on to the top Foresters and the top recruiters. Number 3, Mark Hutchinson. Number 2, Stephen Davies. Number 1, Marcus and Carla. So it ranges from 4,200, 4,700, $7,152. And you're like, why is Forrester so important? They're a carrier that we have partnered with for over 15 years, and we've got a special relationship. They love doing contests for us. They've done money and watches and all sorts of crazy stuff. And I just tell you, we've got this crazy partnership with Foresters, and I love what they do. So I love getting a chance to recognize the people that keep this relationship strong with Forrester. So congratulations, Mark, Stephen, and Marcus, for being top 3 in Forresters. Now we've got to go to the top 10 recruiters. Top 10 recruiters for the company. Starting off with number 10 is David Cash. Cash? Dude, that's a cool name. David Cash. I think it's just Cash. I think it's Cash Tampa. Cash. Dude, 2 recruits for the week. Smoking. Great job. Can't wait to see more. I know I've seen your name on the leaderboard, so I know we're just scratching the surface of all that you can do. So I love it. Next, I've got ABTF. 2 people. Michael Hartlib. Mike. Big Mike. I see you here, buddy. 3 recruits for the week. Paul Robert. 3. Alex Abian. 3. And now we're moving into the 4s. Brandon and Ashley Beal. Andy Riddle. ABTF 4. It's a 3-way tie for number 3 with 4 recruits. I'm saying that again. It's a 3-way tie for 4 recruits. So I love it. Congratulations. Look at this. These are people that are in the hunt, building their agency, seeing success. Number 2 on the leaderboard is Joseph 2. He is smoking it, 6 recruits, but he's in a tie with Jason and Olga Mathis with 6 recruits as well. 6 recruits for the week. Guys, this is huge. People are winning. People are inviting others to come join this winning team here at the Alliance. So awesome job. Let's move on to the next leaderboard, Tia. Okay, next on my leaderboard, we got our Foresters Holiday Cash. Here's what I know about this. Foresters did a holiday incentive for their entire company, not just for the Alliance, the entire company. And they gave away 100 slots of money, like 100 winners. And here's what I know. The Alliance took 17 winners. We had 17 winners out of every single person that writes Foresters ever, not just the Alliance. And what I am proud of is we took the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 spot with Foresters out of the entire company, not just the Alliance, everyone out there. We took the number 1, 2, and 3 spot. So congratulations, Stephanie Rodriguez. You earned yourself $750 in cash. Congratulations, Adam Johnson. You earned yourself $3,000 in cash. Stephen and Holly Davies, $4,000. And number 1, Debbie Ben, $5,000 in cash. Debbie, I want you to make a little fan when you get the cash and be like, oh, that's right. I made $5,000 in cash from Foresters. Bonus. Thank you, Foresters. It should be like a hashtag, thank you, Foresters, for my extra money in cash. So holiday incentive, Foresters gave away tons of prize money. Let's see. Next leaderboard that I got is the 40-40 Fight Club. All I know is those are some cool looking sweatshirts, some cool hats. They even got like the face masks and the tumbler and the sweatpants. And this is so crazy is I'm looking at this, and number one so far, we got number two. Let's see, what we got? We got Stephanie Rodriguez has already won the hoodie, the pants, and the hat. And she's going for number 4, which is the tumbler that's out there. So I have no doubt that we're going to see Stephanie with that tumbler. And she's going to be all tricked out in her 40-40 Fight Club apparel. And we've got Jake and Veray on their heels. He's like, I'm going to win. And Jake and Veray not only have won the hoodie, the pants, the hat. I know they're pushing for the tumbler. And you may be sitting there going, what's 40-40 Fight Club? Here's what I know about 40-40 Fight Club. It's booking 40 appointments to see clients and talking to 40 people about what we do and how we do it on a weekly basis. And there is a sheet that you can fill out and send it into corporate saying, here's the people I've talked to. Here's the appointments booked. And here's what I know. There's better than that. There is a submission tracker. There used to be a sheet, and now there is a submission tracker. That's even better. I love it. There's a submission tracker that you can go to, a jot form with a link where you can input your information, send it over to the Alliance, and that gets you in the run-ins. That gets you for the pants, the hat, the tumblers. And here's what I know. We're going to trick you into getting the pants, the hat, and the tumblers. But what we're really tricking you is to more money into your bank account. This is the year of stretched goals, and it's going to stretch you. And you're like, what if I don't hit 40? Maybe you hit 30. And here's what I know is you are so much better off when you push for a goal. You'll always go so much further than if you never tried at all. So this week, make a commitment to go 40-40. And you're like, I don't know if I could do it every week. Don't worry about every week. Worry about this week. Focus on this week going 40-40 and see how far you can go. Don't worry about how long it's going to take. Don't worry about whether you'll hit it or not hit it. Focus on how far you can go 40-40. And what you will see is your personal production will explode. Your business, your team will explode, but it may not happen today. It may not happen tomorrow, but the fact that you are focused on achieving that goal bit by bit, you will get better and better and better. And pretty soon you're going to look back and you're going to be like, dude, 40-40? I got this in the bag. What am I going to do for the rest of the week? So all I got to say is 40-40 challenge. Put your submissions on there. I can't wait to see you with a hat, with pants, with your tumbler, face mask. This is the 40-40 Fight Challenge. Okay, let's see. Last on my, let's see. We've got the carriers. We've got stuff. We've got the Alaska leaderboard. Woo! Well, we don't have the leaderboards yet. So I'm gonna pause for a second and say, because someone was like, show me. Someone was already texting me going, what about the Alaska leaderboard? And if you're brand new, you're just getting started with us. Here's what I'm gonna say is every single year, we have the ability to earn an all expense paid trip. And this year's trip, January 1st, 2021, the contest goes all the way through December 31st, 2021. You can earn an all expense paid trip in 2022. So we're not going to go this year, but in 2022 to Alaska. We get to go on a cruise to Alaska. And here's my favorite part about this. We get on this, like I know travel's been crazy the last year, and it's probably going to be a little more crazier this year. But next year, I'm like, whoo, we going. Here's what I know is my favorite part about these trips is being on this boat. Like I love the cruises because there's 200, 300, 400 of us running around on a cruise ship, and we're in dinners together. We're seeing shows together. We are together as a team because we are family, and we look forward to hanging out with each other. You may have come from corporate America and you're like, if I had earned a trip in corporate America, I would not be hanging out with the other people. I'm telling you, you got to come join us because there will be stories, there will be things that will happen, and you will want to be part of it. So I'm telling you, come join us for Alaska. It's going to be incredible. Okay, guys. Whew, that was a lot there. Here's what I know. Here's what I know. I know we got these coins here, the brand new ones. That's right. You're looking at it and you're like, how do I get one of these? Your leaders may have one. You may be able to earn one. You could probably buy one, but I say earn one. And it says, what do I want? How do I get it? What do I want? How do I get it? And we were thinking about today's call, living in a life with abundance. We talked about there is pie for everyone, prosperity, inspiration, and eternity. We talk about that there is enough room for everyone. And in 2020, like I will say this, have you ever felt like you were late to the party? Okay. I feel like I am never a trendsetter. I'm always finding about things last. And last week, or a week and a half ago, I don't even know which day, we had a smaller national convention because of all the stuff. So we brought a group of leaders and we got to go to the airstrip and see the private jet that was carrying the CEO of Integrity, Brian Adams. And we got to see Alec and Heather Fitzgerald and Heather. And we got to see Paul and Tamara Roberts, them come off the private jet as they are preparing their way to earn their partnership with Integrity. Like they're coming off and there's flowers and there's people everywhere. And someone starts chanting. I want to say it's Kelly Haney, and I'm going to give it to Kelly Haney, and someone's going to say, I started it first. She starts chanting, I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. And I was like looking around and I was like, is she chanting that? Like, I mean, like, I get why she's chanting that, Kelly. Like, I believe, like, I'm with you. I believe. But I was like, why is she chanting that? And like other people are starting to chant. I was like, did I miss something? Did I miss something here? And I actually had to Google it because I was like, it's got to be a reference to something that I'm not part of. And then I saw the video and then it was like, I believe that we will win. And I was like, oh my God. And the video was done in 2020, like the very beginning of it. I was like, well, I'm a year late to the party, but I'm like, I believe that we will win. And I started thinking about that. And I may not have said, I believe that we will win, but 2020, I was feeling like I believe that we will win. I started thinking about, we didn't have, well, I can't say we, but I live in Los Angeles. Well, Jason and I, we live in the LA area. And we go to Dodger Stadium, and Dodger Stadium doesn't say, I believe that we will win. They say, si se puede. Yeah, we can do it. And it's a whole chant, the whole stadium in Spanish shouts, si se puede. We can do it. That's how I felt in 2020. And then pretty soon I got Rachel Osuna and one of her team members. We were doing this on a call. And what was she saying, Rachel?
Mananalo tayo.
That word. Say it again. Say it one more time.
Tayo. Si se puede.
Si se puede. It's we can do it. I believe that we can win. That's how we felt about 2020. And I'm looking at this as we are now in 2021 going, I believe that we can win. It's been rolling around in my brain. Thank you, Kelly Haney, because it literally is what I go to bed singing. It's what I wake up singing. It's what, and even the time And this is where I get to introduce the love of my life, Mr. Jason Carey, because here's what I know about this man. We've been married now for 22 years. And on the days that I don't believe that I can win, he's there chanting, I believe that we can win. On the days I don't want to get out of bed, on the days I want to throw in the towel, he's there cheering us on. And that's what I love, because that's the representation of this team here at the Alliance, is your leaders are cheering you on, saying, I believe that we can win. But he sits there and he is my cheerleader saying, I believe that we can win. And so I'm going to kick the call over to my husband, the love of my life. That's right. He is there chanting, I believe that we can win. So thank you, my love, for cheering me on. I cannot do this without you. Take the call away, because it is yours, and you got some stuff you want to share.
I got some stuff to share, and we got some people to share it with. And you know what? And we can win. Si se puede. We can win. And guess what? We are doing it. And you know what? With that being said, each and every one of us have gone through trying times, and you right now might be going through a trying time yourself at this moment in time. At the beginning of 2020, with the pandemic, guess what? There was never a more literal representation of challenges than the pandemic. The pandemic is just another visual, literal storm that many of us have always been going through. Whatever it may be in your life, because there are people on the call right now. Maybe you're going through some personal storms right now, let alone the pandemic. But somebody on this call is probably going through a divorce. Somebody on this call probably is here part-time. They just got laid off at their job full-time. They're going through a storm. Some people are probably dealing with some serious insecurities of feeling that they can't do it, that they don't got the personality, that they don't got the charisma. They're just labeled with insecurities. You're going through storms. You're going through storms. And in 2020, all of us went through the exact same storm together with the pandemic, all of us. And I remember, Tawny, all of us of this Fanatic team, we got together, and here's what we said. I go, listen, yes, it's a storm we're going through, but here's the truth. There is going to be some people, they're going to go backwards because of the storm, as with any storm. As with any storm that you're facing, there are people that are going through the same storm that you are, and there's going to be some people that are going to be going backwards because of the storm, and there's going to be some people that's going to have their best year ever in spite of the storm, in spite of it. So it's not that the storm doesn't exist, because it doesn't, and I never want to imply that it's not there or minimize the storm that we're going through or the challenges that we're going through. But it's more about succeeding in spite of it. It's more or less figuring out how to win in the face of adversity. And I got some winners on the call today that faced some challenges, that faced some storms, whether it was personal, whether it was pandemic, no matter what it was, but each and every one of us faced something in 2020. And we told the team, I said, we are going to be the team that rises above. We're going to be the team that's going to have our best 2020. When everybody else is going backwards, we're going to be the team that's going to be moving forward. And we're going to be rising up because it's almost going to be like because of the storm, we're going to rise up. That's it. Sometimes you just need a good challenge to remind you what you are capable of and capable of overcoming. Because sometimes you just get in a rut. You just kind of get complacent. You just get kind of like, oh well, just another day. Looks like yesterday. It's probably gonna look like tomorrow too. And sometimes we need some adversity to say, you know what? I can't continue to be like you, or like I believe that I can win. And we got to do something different to rise up. So the first person I want to bring in today is Mrs. Adelia Reyes. She's known affectionately in our organization as Mama Reyes. We got two mamas. We got Mama Linda in our organization. We got Mama Reyes in our organization. So this is Mama Reyes. And Mama Reyes has some success. She did some winning in 2020. And I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Lee Reyes' mama, because that's his mama, Mama Reyes. Mama Reyes, the call is yours. That's your mama, Lee.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome. Oh, hello, Alliance family. I want to thank Andy and Jane Albright for the Alliance opportunity that has added to my life. And I'm honored to be here on the TWC today. I want to thank Jason and Tawny Carey for their leadership, their support, and their patience that they've had with me while I was checking out this business. You've always loved me, accepted me, and now that I'm ready, you are both pouring into me. So I love it. I am so grateful for both of you making a difference in my business here with the Alliance. And here I am, after 3 careers. I'm here. I've been in sales and marketing, developing the computer industry back in the 70s in Silicon Valley. I was an advertising account executive for one of the largest newspaper chains for the San Jose Mercury News in Northern California. And after a major car accident, I decided I wanted and needed a change. And I wanted to get out of corporate America. So I had a passion and I wanted to help people and improve people's lives. So I opened my own business, a holistic wellness center, way on the other side of the other spectrum. And I got introduced to the Alliance from a friend of mine in Oregon. And I was doing this as a sidekick, just very part-time, maybe 1 or 2 days here and there, and not taking it very seriously, just playing around with it. But then I realized, and I mentioned it to my son, that this business had a potential to make more money than the money I was making 6 days a week. And after the financial and housing crisis, my business never came back and I wasn't getting much out of it. So after 20 years, I was thinking, can I do this? Is there a system, especially for somebody like me? Is it worth it? Will it be worth it to me to invest this time in checking this thing out? And in reality, the Alliance represents what I was always passionate about, helping people and contributing to their life. And I can do this by serving families and building a solid business. I was thinking it's never too late to make a difference, change, and pay it forward. And as a leader, help others have the opportunity to financial freedom. So I made a decision. If they can do it, meaning the young folk, why can't I?
That's right, Mama Reyes. That's right. Why can't you?
That's right.
I love this, Mama. I love this. Here's what I want you to say, because a couple months ago, you decided, why not you? Why not now? Like you decided, and I think this is huge. Like you said it like it's your 3rd career and you started winning. You made a choice. And prosperity, like putting money in your pocket, seeing success, Mama Reyes, is about the choice. What choice did you make? Tell them about the choice you made.
I made a decision in 2020 that I wanted to go AM. And in the 4th quarter, I outworked, I think I came out, I don't know, maybe number 5 in the recruiting. And I outworked all those young folks. Okay.
You outworked them. And that's here's what I love about you, Mama Reyes, is that you will outwork someone. And we talk about here at the Alliance that it's a whosoever doeth business, that it's not about your background. It's not about that. This could be your first career. This could be your second career. This could be your third career like Mama Reyes, but it's about what you do. And I love this. And I'm so fired up for you, Mama Reyes, because you decided to do something about it. You got off the sideline. Here's what I'd say, Mama Reyes. You got off the sidelines. You got off the spectators watching it. Like first, I think you were like a spectator in the stands, like watching people on the sidelines and in the game. And then you're like, hey, I'm going to move up to the sidelines. And then you were at the sidelines and you're watching people play. And then you were like, you know what? I'm good enough. I got more in me. I'm going in. Put me in, coach. Watch what I will do. And in the fourth quarter of 2020, we got to see what you would do, which is become number 5 in the country for recruiters that weren't managers. So it was just agents that were there scratching it out. You put like $3,500 of lead cash in your pocket. And here's what I know. Agency manager is in your sights. Agency manager, and every day you're texting me in the morning saying, here's what I'm doing. Every night you're texting me and you're saying, here's what I'm doing. You're saying, here's the next person that I hired. Here's the appointments that I booked. I'm selling. I'm recruiting. I'm on the calls. I'm getting my people on the calls. You are leading from the front, Mama Reyes. And I love this because you decided
That's right.
that you could win. You decided that you could win here with the Alliance. And
That's
I
right.
know this is just the beginning. I know this is, give them some of your goals for 2021. Give them some things that they can look forward to seeing Mama Reyes' name on.
Well, I want to go AM and above. And as I'm growing in this business, increasing my production, building my team in depth, that's what I really want to do, because I know that's where it's at, in depth. And through all the activity, doing the do, and now the 40-40 challenge, you got to be kidding me. I am not ready for my rocking chair or the TV. I'd rather make a difference in helping people and continuing to grow and expanding my horizons, because I am not ready to retire. I want to go places. I want to see the world, and I'll probably never retire and keep working till the Lord takes me. All right?
I love it. I love it. Mama Reyes, no rocking chair and TV for you. That's a fighter. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to have a rocking chair busting, event or something like that. Get everybody little rocking chairs, little hammers, busting it up, saying, I'm not through yet. I'm not through yet. So Mama Reyes, I can't wait to see what's going to happen with you in 2021. You're going AM, and I know by the time we hit our next conference in July, you're going to walk across that stage with getting your agency manager ring, saying, that's right, agency manager is a stepping stone to partner. And I can't wait to see all the stuff that you're doing. And I know that if you can be number 5 in recruiting, you could be number 1 in recruiting, because you got more in you. Okay, next on my list, Mama Reyes. Okay, I got the ones, the onlys, Marvin and Rachel Osuna.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
I love it. I love it. I love this couple. And we have been up, downs, everything in between. But what I love most about Marvin and Rachel Osuna is their heart. They got this heart. that you can't help but love. You can feel it every time you talk to them. And Jason and I are so honored and so proud that we get to call these guys running buddies, that we get to call these guys our familia, that we get to say that together we are going to win, because I know they make us better. Jason's got the mask. He's got the blue demon representing. And I love this because what I love most about is that every day they push to get a little bit better. And you're going to see their names going partner. You're going to see them with crazy success. You're going to see them rise up in the leadership. Like, they're already leaders and people know their names. But I'm telling you, you don't know their names yet. So Marvin and Rachel Osuna, talk to them about some goal setting. Give them some stuff for the new agents that are here that are sitting and say, when you gonna give me some meat? When you gonna give me some stuff that's gonna help me? You're getting it, I promise you. It's just weaved in. But I'm telling you, these stories, these things that the Osunas will help you with, will help you see success like they've seen success. Okay, Marvin and Rachel Osuna, take it away.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I believe that we can win. We can win together. And man, I just can't help it but think about that fateful afternoon, Tawny, when we met at the Hyatt Place in Reno, Nevada. There was about 3 feet of snow outside. We had a hard time getting to the place. You guys had just flown in, and we sat down, and you guys told us about the opportunity and invited us to be a part of this family. So we thank God every day for you and Jason. We thank God for Andy and Jane. And it's just been an amazing ride, and we love you guys so much. But today, what we want to do is we want to be able to help everybody with goals, because inspiration, really, if you set the goals in place and if you follow every single day, if you take a step forward and you follow those goals, doesn't matter what's going on, you're going to be able to accomplish great things. Why am I saying this? Because in January of 2020, Rachel and I got together and we said, okay, 2020 is the year of clear vision. 2020 means, focusing and staying on task and everything. We didn't know everything that was going to happen, but if you are focused, it doesn't matter what's going on in your city, in your state, in the country, in the world. You got to be able to stay focused. And thank God, because Andy Albright, as soon as the pandemic broke out, he sent out a video and said, guys, we got to be praying for these families, and we got to stay focused. And then Jason and Tawny put a call together for us and said, we can decide to either sit at home and be afraid and nervous, or we can start making more calls and we can have breakthroughs this year. And because we had these goals in place, that's really what allowed us to stay focused. And right now, my better half, Rachel, she's going to tell you guys about the goals, the specific goals that we put in place in January and what we were able to accomplish. So tell them, babe, what happened in 2020?
Hello, Alliance family, and it's an honor to be here. And thank you so much. So some of the things we were able to accomplish in 2020. So one of the things we said, it's we want to hit and we want to earn the trip to Thailand by family reunion, which is in July. So that's one of the things we were able to accomplish. So I'm only going to share like maybe the top 7. And then another thing is that we didn't want to go alone. We wanted to bring our team members with us. So we were able to bring 2 of our agents with their spouses, and we were able to accomplish that. So it's not just me, Marvin, and myself in beautiful Thailand or Hawaii, we wanted to bring more people with us. So we brought Maddie Gonzalez, and then we brought her husband, and then we were bringing Otsoy and his wife. And so not just Osuna's there or the Carries, we're bringing more of our fanatics, you know. And another thing was our income. We wanted to raise our income. Like if you guys really know our story, our income could it wouldn't go above 25K a year. And we have 4 kids, but that's for another story, right? But we wanted to raise our income to 200,000 in 2020, and we were able to do that too. Thank God we were able to do it. And then we wanted to put some savings on the side, and we were able to do that. Like we're not touching it, it's there, it's some savings. So thank God we were able to do that. And then we put a number with the income, we put a number together and we wanted to have income, not just personal production, but we wanted to have some income from override. So we were able to do that. And looking at our notes from 2020, in the beginning of 2020, and then in the beginning of 2021, I'm like, Marvin, look at our numbers. We were able to accomplish the override, you know, that we said, and from personal income, and then also from having a team. So, I mean, it wasn't just Marvin's income or personal production. It was also from the team. And, you know, thank you all for the team. Thank you for believing in this. Thank you for believing in the alliance. And then I'm going to let Marvin tell you guys the next 2 top things that we accomplished in 2020, because you know what? He was mad. He was mad in National Convention 2020. He's like, I'm no longer coming back as the, what is it, key leader. And I'm like, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do? You know, and so tell him, Marvin. Tell him, babe. Come on, tell him.
So we said, one of our goals said, we are going to hit agency manager no matter what happens. And that's what we put down on paper because, you know, very specifically, we said, if we make 16,000 a month, then we're going to be on track to making 200,000 a year. So if we put enough effort as far as personal production, recruiting, you know, building width and depth and everything else, we're going to be able to hit agency manager. And so around June of last year, we were having a call, you know, we're encouraging everybody so that we could step up to the next level. And Jason Carey put out a challenge. He's like, okay, guys, I can't believe that Marvin and Rachel are not agency manager yet. And it's because you guys are not pushing enough. You guys are not doing what you need to do. So come on, let's put him there. Let's push him up. Right after the call, my good friend Marvin Otsoy called Jason and he said, what do I need to do? How do I help the Osunas? So that was amazing right there, you know, the heart of this man. And what happened was Jason said, well, this is what you got to do. You got to run with them. You got to be the running buddy. You got to sell. You got to recruit. You got to build. You got to do everything together with them. And that's exactly what we did, even in the middle of, you know, the whole crisis and everything. And by the grace of God, we were able to get qualified in July.
Agency
manager qualified. In August, we were recognized agency manager. And in August, because in July we hit it the first time, we said, okay, my brother, now we need to help you because you got, you know, the right people in place. You got what it takes, and we're going to help you do the same thing. So Marvin Otsoy was qualified in August, and then in September, he became recognized agency manager. So not only, and I thank God every day for this, not only were we able to make agency manager in 2020, but back to back, the following month, broke out a new agency manager in our organization, and our good friend, trainer, coach, cheerleader, Gina Hawks, said, you know what? I don't think anybody has done that in the Alliance before. And I'm thinking, man, that is so cool. That's amazing. Si se puede. I believe that we can win. And like Rachel was saying in Tagalog, she was saying, mana nalo tayo. You can do it. And I said, this is amazing. But you know what? This happened in the year of the pandemic. The year of the pandemic. And that year is over. Thank God. And so we're able to keep that with us. But you know what? That's done. Thank God we did it. What's next? What's next is now we are going for partner, baby. Partner of integrity with the Alliance, partnering, shoulder to shoulder with Jason and Tawny. That's where we're at. Let's go. Woo!
I love it. I love it. Okay, real quick. Show them those rings again, Marvin and Rachel Osuna. Show them the rings again. Like get it up close to the camera. Okay. Those are the coveted leadership rings of the Alliance. That's right. And I love it that it's like Marvin's got like those are fighting. Like I look at those hands, I look at those rings, and I'm like, those are fighters. Those are winners. I'm just telling you, you got to get you one of those rings because that's the stepping stool to partner. So what I know, okay, you can put your hands down. They're like, my arms are going into failure. It's going into muscle failure. But what I know, Marvin and Rachel Osuna, is it is the stepping stone. Okay, so that was one of your goals. Is there another one, or did we finish it? I think I messed it up. Sorry.
No, thank you so much. So our goal for this year is 500,000. We're going for $500,000 in income. 7 agency managers in 2021. We are spreading the message. We are declaring it with the entire team. 7 agency managers in 2021. That's
and
what
10 agents to the trip. We want 10 different agents to come to the trip.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cruise ship full of fanatics, baby. Woo!
All right, so if you guys are paying attention, and Marvin, Rachel, I know that you got something very important that you have to get off and get to here in a moment, but thank you so much for your leadership and what you've done, and obviously the challenges that you overcame and faced. And this is what this call's about. It's about teaching you, showing you that no matter what storm you're going through, you can overcome. As you just heard during the pandemic, incomes being raised, agency manager being attained, best recruiting, period ever. And here's a couple resources that's going to help you with the abundance mindset that you need. And you're hearing it. You've heard it from Adelia, you've heard it from Marvin, and I'm sure you're going to hear it from the rest of our group. But one of the things you might want to pick up is magic of thinking big. Magic of thinking big. This kind of speaks to the big, hairy, audacious goals that you heard Adelia talk about and Rachel and Marvin talk about. And then something else was from this book over here called How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. This was written by a guy who sold life insurance. And it doesn't matter if you're a personal producer. It doesn't matter if you're a recruiter. In chapter two, he says, listen, I don't know what to tell you. Selling, no matter what, being successful comes down to one thing: seeing the people. As you hear Adelia talk about the 40-40 Fight Club, you heard Tawny talk about the 40-40 Fight Club, and you're hearing Marvin and Rachel just talking to the team. It's about seeing the people. It doesn't matter if it's production. It doesn't matter if it's recruiting. If you want to succeed, it boils down to one thing. That is seeing the people. Thank you so much for Marvin and Rachel for being such leaders. But guess what? Not only are they a leader, but they are a leader of leaders. They are bringing people on, and it's also my honor to introduce our next speaker, our next fanatic, also newly minted agency manager, became agency manager during the pandemic, pandemic manager. Here we go. Let's welcome the guy, the fighter from Guatemala, Mr. Marvin Osuna.
Thank you. Yeah. Woo-hoo. I'm so thankful, first of all, to God for this wonderful opportunity inside the group, inside the family. Thank you, Andy and Jane, for the vision, for putting all together this vision, and the leadership from Jason, from Tawny, my friends, the Osunas, and all the rest of the crew in the Fanatic, in the MNR team. You guys are just amazing, amazing. I'm just through example and testimony saying that if I can do it, you guys can do it. And I'm going to tell you how to do it quickly. I remember a year ago in my first NatCon, I was taking a breakfast with Andy Albright and my son, Jose Carlos, and talking to Andy, I just put serious steps on my business. How serious that? I remember when we came back for NatCon, I was drawing the picture of my team. So Reyes, Osuna, so I was putting the circles of the people in my team. And wow, after a year, planning that 2021, just a month ago, I got this. I got these people here. It's growing and it's growing every day. Why? Yeah. Why? Because I'm just fired up telling people how to do it. I'm a true warrior. I'm not serious in the business. And I want to tell to my friends, to everybody, how can do this. Everything starts with discipline in the life, especially if you set simple, clear goals. Simple, clear goals. Nothing just big than what I'm able to achieve. Discipline is a very key to success. Starting every morning, set my day. How many appointments, how many dials, how to talk to people. And this became a habit. I'm just talking to people. I'm blessed to be in the Alliance because one of my passion is service to the people. And the Alliance is a matter of service to the people. Selling policies, taking care through different products like IULs, funeral expenses, final expenses, everything, mortgage protection. So through my services, I was putting my schedule. I want to see people. And simple math. If I want to reach Alaska with 125,000 points, I'm just set the monthly goal for, let's say for easy math, like 12,000 AP every month. That means every week I need to run and do, 4 weeks in a month, like 4, 2, 3,000. I gotta do the math and just, okay, every week. And nothing going far with my daily routine, talking to people, setting appointment dials, and make this consistency. Because another key is be consistent and put actions on the words. It's not just saying, and I want to do this, it's just take actions immediately. And I was able to do it. When I realized, when Osuna and myself were creating the plan for 12,000 AP a month, suddenly I was doing more, and I was doing more. I got the gold in the promotion in the pack, and I'm just hitting my next level. And I was able to hit not only for the trip to Thailand in 2020, half of the year, but I want to hit Alaska again. And blessings are coming because I was not thinking in becoming an agency manager last year. But because of the energy in the team, because of the success in creating appointments, dialing, producing, so I was able to hit manager. And I'm not alone because I'm willing to take people in my team to become agency managers as well and go to Alaska as quick as possible, because in an atmosphere, talking with people, talking to Megan Wood, for example, Janina Wilson, Marcus Richardson, Dickie Reyes, Andy and Jane, Paul Roberts, I was sitting them on the table, talking with them, inspiring me because all of them are winners, and I wanna be part of the winners as well. Doing something, doing with example. And don't forget to reward yourself. You need to reward yourself after you are achieving the small goals. If you hit your weekly goal, or if you hit the monthly goal, reward yourself. Jason and Tawny are putting some contests. The Osuna were putting some contests. I was winning those, and I am also rewarding myself. I remember back in Guatemala, when I graduated from high school, didn't have a personal car in the family. I was using public transportation, and I was dressed up very sharp on my graduation ceremony, and my dad borrowed a 30-year-old Chevy sedan. And I was pushing that car on the middle of the street because of mechanical problems. And I was dressed up. And I promised one thing. I need to reward myself, driving a nice car. And when I started my plan in 2020, I say, if I can hit my trip to Thailand, my goals, I can reward myself with a nice car. And that's why I'm just driving a Mercedes. Something is visual, see? That's why this was vision the whole year, last year, just driving in a nice car. It's a car, I know, but for me it means a lot because in my childhood, I was dreaming in a car, in a nice car. And I'm just telling people, just put something visual, sticky notes, put some notes, achieve your goals. Do not be discouraged because people is telling no, you will find people saying say. And I know if I can do it, you can do it. I believe that we will win. Manaralo Tayayo. Sí se puede. Ahora, now, next question is behind me, who's next? And I think people in this call are just desperate to become agency managers or go to a trip with us. Alaska is the next trip, so let's do it together because I'm a believer. Also, I believe that if we stick together, we are stronger. Stronger if we are together. And that's why I'm inviting all the people to do it. Stick with the team because one thing that I love in the Alliance is the help that I can get if I call Osuna, if I call Jason and Tawny, if I call Reyes, Mama Reyes, if I call somebody or text somebody so they get an answer to me. And I'm willing to do it in a team. I have calls from my agents, I have to visit them, and I'm willing to do it. So finally, I will say, reward yourself, discipline, take action on your words, and let's go together, agency manager and Alaska team. Woo! Back to you, Jason.
So if I can kind of summarize what I just heard also I talk about is this. You have got to be able to make a decision. Like you have to decide. You have to make an absolute commitment. And you heard it from Adelia saying, I'm making a commitment. This is my third act. I'm going to show these young kids what it's like to get whipped by grandma over here. Ain't no rocking chair for me. And then you hear about Marvin Osuna making a decision. I ain't not going back to another national convention, not being an agency manager again. And then you hear from Marvin also going, I'm making the decision. Like I'm going on a trip. And I just so happen to hit agency manager along the way. But it comes down to making a decision first. So yes, it's good to set the big, hairy, audacious goals, but you have to make that commitment, that fierce commitment to bring it to action. Because what happens a lot sometimes is this. I think a lot of us on this call, we fall victim to this. I'll just see how it works out. Let me just see how it kind of works out. Let me see how it works out. And you would never do that, but like you would, like if I said, yeah, they're going to buy some gym equipment, put in the house, and I'll see how it goes. You're like, well, you can buy all the gym equipment you want to, but you ain't going to use it if that's your attitude. If your attitude is, I'm just going to see how it works out. Yeah, I bought some diet books. I bought some exercise books. I bought some exercise videos. I'm going to see how it works out. That doesn't sound like commitment. Hey, yeah, I bought myself a membership to a karate studio. I'm going to see how it works out. I bought me some wood. The wood to break with my fist. Let's see how it works out. Like I think you're gonna break your hand is what I think is what's gonna happen. Like you need to make an absolute decision that it doesn't matter if you're full time. It doesn't matter if you're part time because Marvin, also one thing that I think you neglected to share with people is like this is not your only rodeo. You've done what you've done, and you've been working full time. Like you have another business that you do full time. Like you have your own full-time property and auto insurance agency that you do along with tax services, along with notary. You do that full-time, and this is like your side hustle. This is your part-time. And I think this is so important, by the way, that as your NAA, as your side hustle, you are killing people. You have qualified for the trip. You qualify for the extension. You qualify for agency manager. So if you're thinking on the phone, well, man, that just doesn't apply to me because I got this other job I'm doing. I'm working third shift someplace else, and what they're talking about just doesn't apply to me. There's just no way that I could win because it's just not my scenario. And this is one of the many reasons why we have Osboy talking to you, because he's been able to accomplish what he's accomplished, not only during the pandemic, but also having another full-time operations in addition to doing the life insurance. So it's so important because I need you to understand and need you to know that you can win no matter what you believe your limitations are, no matter what you believe your insecurities are, no matter what you believe, what can be accomplished during pandemic or not. Like, you can win if you first make the decision that you're going to win, that you're going to figure it out. And we have another warrior coming up last. But we've been saving the American Ninja for last. He's coming in with the roundhouse. He's coming in with a chop. But I'm telling you, one of my best friends for the last 5-6 years, Mr. Lee Reyes, coming to you live out of Fresno, California. Lee, my friend, give him something. Give him a little bit of some of the Flavor Flav that might be missing.
Woo! Thank you so much, Jason. I love you guys so much, man. I just want to say this. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. I'm half Mexican, half Filipino. I can barely speak my own native tongues, but I can say, sí se puede. Like, yes, we can. Yes, you can. Like, I am fired up. I just want to say thank you so much for helping me believe in myself again. Thank you so much for your support, for your teamwork. I want to say thank you so much to Andy and Jane Albright for the system and for helping me believe again. And what I'm talking about, I just want to reiterate what Jason said earlier on the call. When this whole thing jumped off last year, okay, 2020 first quarter, pandemic jumped off, and we're all kind of thinking to ourselves, what's going to happen? Is this thing, is it over? That's what I was thinking. And Jason and Tawny kept saying this, that there's the events that take place, and then there's the story that you tell yourself about those events. Okay, Jason was always saying that some people are going to use this moment in time, what's happening, as their excuse to not work and their excuse and justification for this thing not working. And there's some people that are going to have their best year ever, that are going to set records in what they're doing throughout all of this craziness that's happening. We were talking right now before the call, getting together as a team, and we all kind of exchanged notes, and we're looking at each other, and we were all saying, we all had our best year ever. Like, we all had our best year ever. That's crazy. Like, how did that happen? It was through the team. We decided when this jumped off that we're going to pull in closer together more than ever before. We're going to unite as a team. We're going to jump on extra calls. We're going to get more active than ever. And we went temporarily into over the phone sales. We adjusted our scripts. I mean, I'm out here in California. It's still completely shut down. Like, I'm out here running business, and we're figuring out ways to get in the home and stuff like that. We made adjustments to our script. I'm getting in the homes. Like, I'm watching the news, and they're saying you can't get in the homes. Everything's completely shut down. We're making it happen regardless. Like, when I'm doing business out here, sometimes I could barely find like a bathroom to use. Like, that's my biggest problem. Like, shoot, this place is closed, that place is closed. Like, I went into a porta potty yesterday, like, found one. But anyway, like, we're making it happen. And so I just want to say I'm so grateful, because the two biggest words that I learned last year was pandemic proof. Like, we are pandemic proof. Like, that was all the proof that I needed. Like, we are Corona covered. I just want to say that it was just tremendous to say that Tawny's always shouting this to me every time I talk to her. She's like, why not you and why not now? So I'm saying this to myself right now, like, why not me and why not now? It's crazy because it's so much about what we do sometimes over what we feel. When I look back at last year, when we went through all this stuff, I said, how many times did I slow down over any doubt or uncertainties or fears or not feeling like it? And what the world and the media was telling us that we were going to do. Like, how many times did I slow down? And I still had my best year ever. Rachel was like, Lee, you know, how much better of an increase did you have last year? And I was like, well, like $30,000 I made more. And I was like, you know, I didn't quite hit my goal. She's like, what? Everybody's like, that's crazy. Like, I literally had a 30% increase in my income last year. That's all the proof that I need. So what it is that I'm saying is this year, I'm making a decision that if we're pandemic proof, and if nothing can stop this company, as a whole company, I think we went up about 50%. What could happen if I fought on regardless of the way that I was feeling? I'm saying to myself, what could happen if I stopped becoming indifferent about doing the basics in the home? So I want to say right now, just be accountable and raise my hand that this year moving forward, I want to speak into the future of 2021 that I have decided to stop being indifferent about doing the basics in the home. I have decided that every single appointment, either I'm going to pick up a check or I'm going to pick up the phone. I have decided that I'm going to get 10 minimum referrals in every single home. I've decided to make sure I get a green sheet in every single home and help out my clients with the retirement money. I've decided to recruit across the kitchen table in every single home, because why not me and why not now? Like, if I could just shorten the gap between the feelings that are going on and basing my actions upon how I feel and just based it more upon what I do, I think that's going to help my explosion as a fanatic this year. So I'm talking 40 appointments. Last year I heard 40 appointments. Like, I thought I was doing good if I got 20 in a week. 40 appointments. Like, is Andy crazy? All that we did was make more money than ever. So I'm hearing 40 appointments, 40 interviews, 40 approaches. I'm like, let's get crazy and see what can happen, because the possibilities are limitless. I also want to just finish with this. Going into this year, looking at last year, I decided that it's about belief. If I know now that we're going to make it through and that we're going to win regardless, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's about my belief that I know now we're going to win regardless, that yes, we can do it. And so I'm saying this, I'm speaking this every single morning, that we're finding young, sharp, talented, ambitious, committed couples that want to get rich. And it's crazy because I'm changing those words. I'm making that decision every single morning that I get up. And it's crazy when I'm recruiting, I'm telling Tawny, like, I'm finding people that want to sell, recruit, and build and get rich and develop a massive business like never before. It's unbelievable. Just last year, the last 3 months of the year, I found stars on my team like Kumi, who came in her first 3 months as a brand new agent, issue paid over $60,000. Like, it's unbelievable the difference that we can make, how well the system works. And I realized that it's time to focus on 40 appointments, and it's time to focus on how much more that we can do and stop being indifferent about if I pick up a check, getting out of the house, hightailing it out there without getting the green sheet, without getting my referrals in every single home, without talking to somebody else at this time, like who else needs a position to make more money. I'm fired up out of my mind because I saw last year we got all the proof that we need. The proof is in the pudding, and the proof is in the alliance, baby. I just want to say thank you so much. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. So thank you, man. It's all about prosperity, inspiration, and eternity, and making a difference. I love you guys, and that's what I wanted to add in there.
I love it, dude. See, this is the abundance mindset. This is looking not at what's behind us, but looking forward and saying there is enough opportunity to see success, that there is enough out there to win, that we have everything that we need to succeed. This is a team of winners. We have an expectation that we will win. We will overcome, that this will be our best year yet. And so often we start saying, we start speaking what we don't have. Write all those things you don't have, put it down, flip the script. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you to flip the script. If you're like, I don't have time, say, I've got all the time I need to make it happen. I've got all the tools that I need. I have all the resources that I need. I've got the team. I've got the people behind me. I've got a system. We have a path to partnership. That is so incredibly exciting that now it's just not about selling. It's just not about recruiting. It's about partnership. It's about partnering with integrity. Like I love that name. I'm just telling you, I love that name, like integrity. They stand for something. They stand for you. They stand for me. It's that path that allows us to see success. And our goals are bigger than ever. Our dreams are bigger than ever. And our work ethic, that's what I want to look at you and I want to say, it will be bigger than ever in 2021, because we cannot control what will happen on the outside. All we can control is what we do, the attitude that we have, the example that we set for others, and the invitation that we will get for inviting people to come join us. So as we close up this call, it's been an incredible team members that are around here. And I hope that is giving you hope, that this is giving you hope, because that's what we do here at the Alliance. We give people hope that their tomorrows will be better than today, that they have a future, that they have a purpose, that they have a reason, that they can see success in their life. And team, it doesn't matter who your mama is, who your daddy is, what you look like, the color of your skin, how old, how young, how tall, how short, how skinny, how not skinny you are. It does not matter what side of the country that you live on. It does not matter what state you live in, what time zone you live in. It doesn't matter if you've been here 10 years or 5 minutes. Today, decide that you are joining the winning team. Decide to put in the work. Decide to put in the effort and see what comes after that. See what happens next. See how far you can go with the Alliance. This team's all in. Come join us, guys. We'll see you on the next call. We've got Thursday product call followed by the Friday activity call with Andy Riddle, and we need you on it. So come join us. Bye, everybody.